The Mini Cooper SE is the brand's first mainstream pure electric car. This is a first drive. Let's first drive it.
First, yes, Mini leased 450 Mini E's back in 2009, but at the end of those leases, Mini retrieved their cars. The Cooper SE is the first electric Mini you can keep. In essence, the all-new electrified Mini is a standard Cooper merged with a 32.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack and a 184 horsepower electric motor swiped from the BMW i3, in this case driving the front wheels. If you know about electric motors, you know that they make maximum torque at 0 RPM, enabling immediate and powerful thrust.
How does that translate to a Mini Cooper? Let's find out. Ooh, okay. In an urban setting, that punchy pull could be intoxicating. Oh look, a corner and in Florida. Let's exploit it. Feels good.
For those keeping track, 0 to 60 sprints clock in a few ticks above 7 seconds.
Sometimes with electric cars, at higher speeds, it feels like they run out of steam, but the SE feels pretty good. You're already moving, floor it, plenty of pull. I should also mention that the top speed for the Mini Cooper SE is 93 miles an hour. That's well above posted speed limits in damn near every place you're going to drive, but just in case you have a scofflaw streak in you, something to know about. Ooh, that might be a problem in Germany, huh? Sorry, Autobahn electric fans. There are 2 regenerative brake modes. The standard setting, which resets every single time you start the vehicle, is the more intense version. My foot is not on the brake, and I am coming to a complete and very smooth stop. You can definitely one-pedal drive the Mini Cooper SE. A single touch of this toggle down here turns it into the low regenerative braking mode, which is a little bit more familiar for people who are used to using a brake pedal. For those who like to customize the ride, there are 4, I don't know why I'm showing you 4, there are 4 drive modes. Mid is just normal. Sport tightens up the steering a little bit, and by tightens it means makes it a little bit heavier, and a little bit more instantaneous reactions from the accelerator. Oh, that's zippy. And then you have 2 green modes. There's normal green, which makes everything a little bit more efficient, and then there's green plus, which locks out certain functions. It makes the climate control a little less effective, and you can't use the heated seats. I will not be using that one.
Alrighty, let's talk price. The base Cooper SE with smart key access and a 6.5-inch screen featuring Apple CarPlay starts at $30,750, including destination charges. Exploit a $7,500 federal tax incentive, and that price drops to about $23,000, even less if you can utilize state incentives. If you want a well-equipped Mini at a tantalizing price, consider the electric. The other important number to consider is range. According to the EPA, the Mini Cooper SE can cover 110 miles. That pegs the SE as a fine daily driver, but you'll need another rig for cross-country jaunts.
If you want to home charge your Mini Cooper SE, there is a wall box from Mini that can take you from 0 to full in as quick as 3.5 hours. Then if you're out in the real world, DC quick charging abilities are standard, and you can go from 0 to 80% charge in about 35 minutes, which ain't half bad. Although, yeah, filling up your gas car is quicker. Yes, that is true.
Speaking of the battery, Mini crammed it in the center tunnel and where the fuel tank would normally be. Consequently, interior space is identical to the standard Mini. With its hefty battery pack, the Mini SE weighs 320 pounds more than a gasoline-powered, automatic-equipped Cooper S, but that weight is placed low and evenly front to rear. With its 50-50 front-to-rear weight balance and lowered center of gravity, how does the SE steer?
Like this. Ooh, that is a proper good time. Into the back of a bus. Whee! Florida's roads are woefully lacking in corners. Let's enjoy one more on-ramp. It's pretty quick. Ooh, little squealy tires. Yeah. Feels very balanced.
Aesthetically speaking, other than vivid yellow accents, unique badging, wheels inspired by British power outlets, and a slightly higher ride height to safely clear the battery pack from the ground, the Mini SE looks just like a Mini Cooper. Inside, there's an SE-specific drive selector and a special digital gauge cluster, but otherwise, it's just a Mini that happens to be electrified.
Given its limited range, the Mini Cooper SE does not make sense for every driver in America, but it is fun to drive, nice to look at, and thanks to an enticing price and generous tax incentives, it's a superb value. For lively commutes with carpool access, this could be a sweet ride.